If you're just starting out, you might have watched some tutorials where you see producers using expensive plugins or plugins that do not come with FL Studio. Now the question is, can you make pro melodies with FL Studio stock plugins? The short answer is yes. Let me show you how to do it. So if you click on this plus button right here, you see all of these are stock plugins from FL Studio. So right here, I have a compilation of melody presets in FL Studio's stock plugin library that I really like. Now this comes included in my SCtuts Afro resource pack where you get drums, melody presets, even MIDI chords. So right here, I'm going to come to chords. And I'm going to just drag in maybe the sound. This is direct wave. It comes default in FL Studio. Let's hear how it sounds. I'm going to replace this with bell. I think I'm going to use a bell sound. I'm going to come to the piano roll. Make sure I set my tempo as well. I'm going to be using 100, around 100 to like 105, something, a bit mid-tempo in the Afrobeat genre. So the first thing you want to start with in making pro melodies is getting the right chord progression, okay? So to make a chord progression is really easy. All you have to do is just come to any of the light gray lines right here, but make sure you're on a set scale. I'm going to right click major. I'm going to work on C major, okay, for the tutorial, because C major is one of the easiest keys for most beginners to learn. So I'm going to come right here to this light gray line and then, stretch it out. Then just count 3, 1, 2, 3, right? That is only counting the light gray lines. Then another one again, 1, 2, 3. So I have a chord. Now a progression is just simply a couple of chords playing in a sequence. So I could have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I could come here, here. Now this is a chord progression. You can have either 2 chords, 4 chords, or even 3 chord progressions, okay? But just make sure it's arranged in either 2 bars or 4 bars, okay? So if you're struggling with getting chord progression ideas all the time, I recommend you use our MIDI chord pack that comes with the Afro resource pack. You have at least 20 chords in here to choose from, and I'm going to pick from a few right here. Let me hear how this sounds. I like that. Let me go with this. That also sounds good. Let me try this. I like this. And one good thing with MIDI chords that you can actually modify it, in a way you like. Then again, make sure you're on scale. I'm going to snap to scale so that if I move around, I stay within the scale. And I'm going to reduce the length of this note. And then have this right here. Just keep it simple. It's feeling like Afro swing kind of. So I like that vibe. I'm going to come back to chords. Let me get a layer. Typically, you want to layer with a sound that's different from your existing sound you have. So I'm going to come to, let me try keys. Okay, I like that. I'm going to copy this, then paste this. But I think I may want the notes to be longer. So just by pressing Command L, it can make all the notes, join each other up. Reduce the volume. Nice, I like that vibe. Always be careful with volumes, okay? Volumes can really impact your melodies and affect how they sound. Nice. So the next thing I'm going to add is a lead melody. I'm going to come to lead. So you can see everything is organized, counter, chords, bass, pads. So let me use a synth, drag it and drop. Nice. So I like the sound. So I'm going to come to my piano roll and create a lead melody. Typically for creating lead melodies, you want to stick within the 4th and the 5th octave. That's these numbers right here. You can even go as high as the 6th octave sometimes, but be careful with that so that your melodies don't sound too harsh, unless if that is the vibe you're trying to go for. So I'm going to come right here to following my chords. Okay, it will be easier for you to create really good melodies when you follow your chords. And I'm going to come to this and then click this here. Let's hear it. Make it a little bit longer. Remember, length affects your vibe. So yeah, like that. Came too early. Then let me try a lower octave. Reduce the chord and the chord layer, trying to get some balance. So I like that melody. Next, I'm going to head on to counter. Let me add a counter melody, and I'm going to be using this. Bring it in here. So almost all the sounds in here are user friendly, making it easy for you to learn by hearing the sounds you should be picking, even if you switch to third-party plugins and at any point. So I'm going to come right here, copy my chords, then paste it in the, come right here. Let me try high octave. Now it's time to add some ambient melodies. This helps fill up the space in the production, making it sound fuller, more exciting, without, causing any distraction. So I'm going to come to ambient. Let me try it, give this a try. And there are a couple of ways to play ambient melodies, and I'll show you some of the ways. So I'm going to also again stick to my chords, and typically ambient melodies sound good around the 5th and 6th octave. Again, but feel free to try out other octaves. You may find an octave you like more for a certain sound. So I'm going to click here, for example. Also, the length definitely does affect it, because on ambient melodies, because they have a long decay time, like if I press this, see, it has a long decay time. It stays longer than I hold it. So you have to be careful with the length so it doesn't sound like it's rushing into the next note. So I could click this, I could click this. Then let me try high octave. Then I'm going to add a second ambient melody, and then this here. So let's take it to a higher octave. Nice. Next, we're going to add bass. So I'm going to use this bass right here. So I'm going to click it here, but I'll transpose it or take it to a lower octave shortly. So press this, then this. Yeah, let's go to a lower octave. Now we can add like slides to make the bass feel a bit more interesting by clicking this slide right here. So slide or glides, basically, I mean the same thing. So I'm going to click this here. Let's get it to be higher. So I could add some like top lines with piano. So we're going to add a grand piano to play some top line melodies. Come to piano roll. Make sure the glide note is turned off. like that. But now it's sounding a little bit too robotic, so I need to stretch out the notes so that it runs into the notes, just to give it more of that acoustic feel. It sounds good. Let me add another, simple top line melody with a guitar this time. Now we have our melodies. Let me just paste this right here. We could also add like pads. I'm going to copy this, paste it here. Different sound. I think sound is quite harsh for this particular production. Click this right here. Again, let's use the drums from the drum kit that comes with this pack. This pack has all you need to make a full song. So I could come right here, come to one shot. Let's come to snare so I can get the rhythm going. Let's start with this. Then start with a very simple pattern. Just like that, we have a banger. So let me know in the comments if you found this helpful. I remain Sir Classy. Like and subscribe for more tutorials, tips, and tricks. This is SC Tuts. Cheers.